Everybody, okay, para sa witty story na tonight. Okay, 7:42. Okay, once upon a time, so story ni sa about sang two men. Okay, sang two men who were inseparable friends. Do hindi mo ni sila mabulag gadwa, grabe inseparable gini sila nga mag-abyan from bata pa sila. Okay. Okay, hindi mo ni sila mabulag, inseparable friends from childhood. Though their love bound them together, okay, grabing pag-abyanay nila, bound them together, a series of unfortunate circumstances forced them to live in a separate and hostile countries. Okay, so bisan anong ilang love sa isa kag isa as friends, okay, hindi gid maiwasan nga mas-separate gid sila yang isa ma-star sa piyak nga country, ang isa naman niya ma-star naman sa piyak nga country. Ang isa ya binag-star sa Russia, ang isa naman niya sa Ukraine. So hostile nga countries, hindi magkasundo, magkaaway nga country. So one day, one of the men, a merchant or do ka businessman ning isabi no. So a merchant came to visit his friend. So ginbisitahan niya iyang abyan. So the king was informed that a stranger from an enemy country was walking the streets. So ginpabalong king mo na pagkakita sa mga marites sa mga may mga marites nag-report na yun sa king may stranger diyo tagapyak man nga country. Kalaban. So grabe gin-informed na yun ang king that the stranger from the enemy country was walking the street of his capital. And the man was arrested immediately. Insigida, dakop na yun. So after a brief trial, the king ordered the verdugo, the executioner, ang verdugo nila to remove his head. Utdan ulo! Grabing order sang king mo na in order that the man to be headed. And syempre the merchant fell to his knees, grabing luhudo niya and begged the king. He begged the king to allow him to complete his business. Okay, kumbaga may mga business pa nga dapat tapuson. Nagbeg siya to complete his business before he was killed. Anti sa patyo nanay dapat pa sa nga tapuson. So yung balya, your majesty, all my money is invested with other merchants. And we have no written documents. Amo na hambalya. So ginaayo yang king, wala kami may kasulatan. If I die without clearing my financial affairs, ambala niyang king if I die without clearing my financial affairs, my wife and children will suffer, will be poor. Amo na ba ang ambalya will destitute. Mawadaan gid sila, mangin walang-wala gid sila. Permit me, please. Pasugti ko, permit me to go home and set my business in order and I will return. Amo na ambalya, I will return. Promise. So pagkabati ka kingling ka kingo, ano mo matiyag mo sa akon, buwang? Do you take me for a fool? Nano ka man? Amo na hambal sang king, so the king demanded. Sino man niyang gininto mo man who has ever heard of a prisoner returning without force? Sino din kikakita or nakabati prisoner nga buyan mo tapos mabalik lang gid nga kusa nga wala gin dakop, wa gin pilit? Matiyag mo sa akon, buang. So amo nang hambal sang king. So hambal daw intuon mo pa ko ba? Tapos anong hambalya? So amo na to hambal sang king no. Hambalya daw yun. But your majesty, amo ni hambalya I have a friend. My friend ko di sa inyong country. I have a friend in your country who will be my security for me. Okay, siya niya akong security for me. So the king, pagkabati ni sang king, my friend ka di. So the king ordered his men to find the friend, okay? To summon the friend to to his court and kay pamangkot nun niya. So ginapangita na to. So pag-abot na to sang friend niya, ginambalan na sang king ang friend niya mo na, will you be the security for your friend? Understand if he does not return, so gin-explain sang king, if he does not return, you will die. Amo na hambal ya. So pagkabati ni sang friend niya, hambal sang friend niya, no problem. I count it an honor. It's an honor to offer my life as a security for my closest friend. Okay. It's an honor also to serve you, my king. Amo na hambal sang friend, sang man. So the king was surprised and syempre doon nalipay man ang king and allowed the merchant gaan niya 1 month allowed 1 month to finish his business. Okay? Pero hinambalan siya sa king, if you do not return in 30 days, if you do not return in 30 days, kabalo ka na kung anong matabo. We will cut off the head of your friend. So on the last day, fast forward na, ligad ng 30 days. So on the last day of the month, so the king waited. So the king waited until dusk. Okay? Halin sang agas ta magkasisid mo nasta magdali na lang magtunod ang adlaw. Nagulat gid ang king for the merchant to return. So just before the sun was to set. So just before nga magtunod ang adlaw. So the king, duway pa manugtunod pa lang oh. So the king ordered the berdugo. Gintawagyan ng berdugo. Gintawagyan ng executioner to remove the head of the prisoner or to remove the head of the friend nga sa ila nga taga-ila. Ginabala niya na nga to remove the head nga utda na ulo. So the man, the friend, knelt before the wooden block, dakong block amo nga daw kwan, nga daw tapalan. So and then sang pagluhod niya nang ginbutang niya ng ulo sa block to the wooden block, there was a shout, may gasiningit amo no from the crowd. Ano na siya? So the merchant is coming. Damo mga marites amo nang gatilipon. Ano na siya? Kadto na. The merchant is coming. So as the man arrived, he saw that his friend was about to be slain, was about to be beheaded. So hinaming mo, dasig-dasig sa muno, dasig-dasig. Quickly, he moved to the execution block and then pushed his friend aside gently. And then, hambalya, I am ready to assume my punishment. Akong dapat utdan ulo. So ready na sa niya, I am ready. Amo nang hambalya. So nagluhod siya, kneeling. And the other man naman niya, though hindi man convinced, kaya tuto siya sa kilid, ginpakilid siya, the other man was not easily convinced. Ano nga hambal sang friend niya man niya nga ginduso niya sa kilid lang niya, I am ready, ako dapat, I am ready to die in your place. Nga nagbalik ka pa, I'm ready to die in your place. He said nga, he said firmly, ako dapat, I'm ready. So the two men, ang nagtabo to ya, naglalisay sila, nagkamog. Ako dapat, they argued for several minutes. Hindi ako gani. Gaagaway sila kung sino ang mautdan ulo mo, ga-argue sila for pila ka minutes. And then kada isa sila declaring his intention to be the one who would be executed. Ako dapat. Ang isa gambal man, hindi ako. So meanwhile, the king and his court and syempre ang mga marites tungang kalambong watch the discussion with amazement. Doon nalingaw gid sila samtang tanaw sila mo na. Doon nalingaw sila. Na-amaze gid sila sang lalisay sang duwa ka mag-abyan. And finally, the king ordered the sword to be removed. Gin-order yang berdugo ang executioner nga mapahigad halindanay. And saying, I have never witnessed, hambal niya sa crowd, I have never witnessed such loyalty, devotion in all my life. Na-amaze gid sa niya, why ko niya kakita nga muning kakatabo mo. I have never witnessed such devotion and loyalty in all my life. So ginimo ya, both of you are pardoned. Hambal sang king, both of you are pardoned. And then, ginpatawad niya na to ang duwa ka mag-abyan. And ginpatawag niya to. Next, the king called them. Gintawag sila sang king. So the king called the two men before him. And ang hambal sang king, hambal niya sa mga crowd, deep friendship is a rare jewel. Niya tumalagsahon lang niya. Ang amuni klase nga friendship, tumalagsahon lang ni katama. Okay, niya deep friendship is a rare jewel. He said to the crowd and he said to the friends. Tapos hambal sang king, I beg you. Hambal niya, I beg both of you. So ang king pa yan nag-ayo, linya, I beg you, both of you. Linya, allow me to join you as a third or as a friend. And from that day on, the two men became companions of the king.
Wow.
That's the end of the story. Alright, if you like the story is ulawig, but if you like the story, I want you to react. Give me your reaction, comment, send your reactions sa 0912-718-7011. Sana oil. Tanan maya mo na ang friends, no? Okay, so send your reaction now. Good evening, everybody!